What is good, YouTube? Day number 5, pull day. Mainly back, maybe do some biceps at the end, but yeah, today might be a shorter vid. But I'm gonna try something new with the music and shit like that. But yeah, pull day, heavy rows, heavy pull downs, and then some isolation work, like unilateral work. But obviously, once I get there. Made it to the gym, just gonna warm up some pullovers, put some blood into my lats before my first set of heavy, lat pull down. And then from that, we're just gonna freestyle, maybe some heavy barbell rows, some unilateral exercise and stuff to, really shape out the lats and stuff. But yeah, first things first, warming up. When it comes to bodybuilding, I think it's crucial to warm up, especially your joints, your muscle, just before you go into a set or do an exercise. Stuff like pre-exhaustion as well is another factor to count in when training, because if you go straight fresh into a lift, sure, you'll be able to lift a lot, but controlling that weight to a ratio of your own body weight, it's going to be a bit harder to do so. Plus your joints and stuff not properly warmed up, so it's always, in my opinion, better to fatigue your muscle just a bit, so you can use a lower weight, where that lower weight you're going to go to failure in the 6 to 8 rep range. Yeah, for today's back day, you can see me and Amin did some lat pull downs, just kind of heavy lat pull downs after warming up. As our first exercise, we normally do like 1 warm-up set and then 2 working sets to failure. Sometimes you do like drop sets just to kind of reach maximum failure. But yeah, did that for 2 sets. What is the point? Normally when I'm training back, I always try to focus on my elbows, because that's kind of what's attached to your back, like muscle. It's like your elbow, and the way you pull it, different ways you pull your elbow, you're gonna hit different, back musculatures. But when I'm lifting, especially lat pull downs, all I'm thinking of is bringing the weight down, so the positive range of motion, and then just kind of controlling it against gravity on the negative portion of the rep range, and try not to swing the weight. That, I think, like, swinging the weight does nothing if you're not controlling the weight, so ego lifting to a point gets too much to where you're not even bodybuilding, you're just kind of throwing around weight, not really concentrating on building that muscle. After lat pull downs, we decided to do barbell rows, but my spine wasn't spining, so we said we're just gonna do some seated cable rows, and then after that I think we do unilateral rows. I'm not sure, but no, after this we do T-bar row. But yeah, with these I always try to imagine that I'm bringing my elbows to my hips close as possible. That's the best way to kind of activate your lats. But with this, I think retracting your scapula and letting your traps really take over, and then getting that stretch is really what builds that thick looking kind of traps. But this exercise is just kind of just a mass grower, in my opinion, because of the stability you get from being against the weight and stuff like that. This is me just fully stacking it with a plate. No, that's a 15, not a plate, but yeah, fully stacking it. Got to that point where it's kind of too light, so I have to put more weight on. But yeah, kids just watching me lift. This was weird. The whole group of kids watching me lift. It was interesting. we moved on to some T-bar rows. I think we did just one warm-up set, one warm-up set and then 2 working sets. Yeah, these felt great on my rear delts and traps. I kind of went close grip. Went like kind of more wider grip. But with these, it's kind of the same with the old one, but this is kind of better for mid-back, hitting your rhomboids, your traps, stuff like that. Also, one thing that I didn't really do this session because I was just moving weight around, I wasn't really focusing. With T-bar rows or any type of like exercise ever, I think it's important to squeeze the muscle, like really squeeze, the weight and not just swing it around. I'm kind of doing it here, but not really. But when I say this, I mean like on T-bar rows, it's crucial to really hold the weight in the contracted position before lowering it down slowly. But at the end of the day, if you're going to the gym and you're lifting and you're trying to and you're reaching failure to where you can't lift the weight, you're gonna build muscle either way. But there's some factors to kind of put in place that can help you potentially grow even more muscle. Like squeezing with the weight, using a weight where you're going to failure at 8 to 9 rep range. But yeah. After we did some T-bar row, we moved into unilateral lat pull down, or some people like to call it the JPG lat pull down. But yeah, this is a great lower lat to like just overall lat development. But with these, I always try to keep my elbows really close into my hips and not overdrive through my lats, so I'm stopping up my hips, but going in like scraping my forearm kind of against the bench to feeling like the force of my elbow joint. Just that, like when I do these, all I'm focusing on is getting my joints to my hips while it's close to my body. I forget about my forearms, like that's just in the way, because all you care about is just elbow to hip, closest possible to your body. With these, I think it's absolutely crucial to have it placed with a bench, because you go to a point where it's so heavy that you need to stabilize and hold on to something while doing it, or you're going to be like swinging around the place, using muscles you shouldn't be. But yeah, a bench is a definite must when it comes to these kind of unilateral exercises. I hear a lot of people like Ryan Jewers, TNF, and other like very optimal lifters. Of course, I'm an optimal lifter, but other optimal lifters on like TikTok and like Instagram, stuff like that, talking about taking rest time between each unilateral exercise. And I hear that from a point of view, but I always think starting on your weaker side, then instantly going to your stronger side is gonna balance you out in retrospect, to where you don't have a stronger, more dominant muscle than the other. So but for maximization of muscle growth, you do 100% need rest in between unilateral exercises. Moving back to the seated cable row, I went back to this and I just kind of did a mid-back row type of motion just to kind of finish the back day off. But yeah, with these, again, I like to retract my scapula, let my mid-back, traps, rhomboids stretch out, squeeze the weight. But these are great, absolutely great. I like to do these unilaterally sometimes, but today I was feeling quite strong, so I kind of went, dual instead of unilateral. There's me posing. But yeah, my tripod broke here, so I couldn't really set it up, and the lighting is not great, so you can't really see any definitions and stuff. But I was feeling big today. But yeah, just the mandatory poses, front double biceps, most muscular, side chest. That was it for today's back day. I lost some footage again. I need to fix that. I keep losing footage. One more thing, my tripod broke, so I didn't get any clips of me hitting biceps. All I did was cable stretched bicep curls and then some rope hammer curls and then preacher curl just to finish off biceps. Did like 2 sets each, nothing too much, nothing too crazy, trained to failure. But yeah, tomorrow's the big day. We're gonna do heavy squats. Yeah, so yeah, I'm known for my leg days, so tomorrow's gonna be a good video. But yeah, just doing cardio now on the treadmill at home, but because I kind of skipped cardio today, I had places to be. But yeah, tomorrow's leg day, heavy leg day. But yeah, with tomorrow's video, I'm gonna try to switch it up with the music and stuff. I keep like doing this like lo-fi vibe with me explaining it, but I want to do videos where in the gym I don't have any music and I'm straight like spit facts about hypertrophy and just explaining the movement. And then I want to have videos where it has this like element of hard style or funk, and then it's just me lifting. But yeah, I'm also start doing way more stuff on TikTok, more motivational stuff. YouTube is more for informational stuff, but just mix it around a bit. But yeah, that was day 5. Tomorrow day 6. Yeah, like, sub.